and welcome back to another video. Today here on Forza Horizon 4 to test out another brand new vehicle. So this week we've got the Shelby 1000. It's the older shaped Mustang, but the Shelby 1000 conversion, and you can win it for doing the Shelby coming round the mountain championship, which I've already gone in and done. So interestingly, this car was previously on Forza Horizon 1. I never owned it. It was a DLC car. So I've never driven it before, but that's the only other game it's ever been in, Forza or otherwise. So here it is, the 2012 Shelby 1000. So the original one was produced between 2011 and 2014, so it's the old shape. There is now a newer one, under Shelby, not under Ford, because it's not done in collaboration with Ford like the GT500 and stuff. This is like an aftermarket modified car. You basically take your car to them, or buy one, and it costs $154,000 to do the conversion on top of whatever your original one cost. So that's kind of interesting. 5.4 litre supercharged V8, 920 horsepower, although interestingly it's 950 it was rated at in Horizon 1, and it's advertised as 1,000 horsepower, hence the Shelby 1000. So I can only think the 1,000 is if you measure it at the crankshaft, because they often do that in America. And the 920 or 950 is if you measure at the wheels. But they've obviously decided to drop the horsepower slightly for Horizon 4 over Horizon 1, which is kind of interesting. Same with the weight, it's 3,799 pounds, and originally it was 3,820 in the original Horizon. So they've dropped the power and the weight slightly, which is kind of interesting. But anyway, this is the new car, so I think we should hop straight into it. See what it's like stock, our 920 horsepower car, then maybe upgrade it so it's actually got 1,000 horsepower, see what it's like that, and then maybe go crazy with it as well. Because yeah, at the moment, it doesn't have 1,000 horsepower, so it's kind of a lie. A bit like the original GT500 actually, the one based on this model didn't have 500 horsepower, but anyway. Okay, it's got quite a lot of power. I do actually really like this shape of Mustang, probably more than the new ones, if I'm honest. What's it looking like in it? Oh, I like those. Those, like, gauges on there are cool. I know you can option, like, the interior to be done as well by Shelby and stuff like that. Very superchargery and very wheel spinny, as you would expect, isn't it? Yes, I can imagine this Mustang hitting crowds. It's very undrivable. Had to get that joke in there quickly, and then we can forget about it. Yes, it handles very interestingly. Chucking this much power in a car and not really modifying anything else is not a good idea. I mean, they probably did change some other bits, I assume, but yeah, putting this much power in a car that is not designed to have this much power is just a bad idea. Yeah, it's kind of cool, but it's a bit scary. Right, let's try and make it up to 1,000 horsepower. That's all I'm going to do in the upgrade shop. Make it to 1,000 horsepower, and maybe change the paint up a bit, but I'm not going to change any other parts, just add some more power. See what it's like with actually 1,000 horsepower. So I've made the car up to 1,000 horsepower. Let's quickly check the designs and paints. I'm going to check what manufacturer colours are available first. So we can switch it up to the black, or we've got the grey, or we've got white. Interestingly, white says it's one colour and all the others say they've got a black stripe on them, but they just don't. So that's a little bit weird. I was kind of hoping for like a metallic red or something. Thought that might look kind of cool. Suppose then you can't see the Shelby writing very well. Maybe like a nice dark red like that I might go with for now. Let's go and see what it's like with 1,000 horsepower. I will come and look at the community created liveries when I come and upgrade it properly in a minute. But let's see how it drives with actually being a Shelby 1000 now. So here we are in our actually 1,000 horsepower Shelby, which is probably not going to end well, given it was already undrivable with 920. I wonder how much power you can actually get in this thing. Whoa. Yeah, it's pretty bad. I'm going to have to put more power in and make it handle a bit better, because it really doesn't. I want to see how much power this thing can get, though. Possibly without an engine swap. Not sure we want to be messing about with that. We'll probably get less power than engine swap, knowing... because it's already got 920. I don't think we're going to get much more than that out of something else. Yeah, it is nice to see this thing return, but I think we need to head back to the garage again and make it drivable. And also more powerful, because that's always important. So, back in the upgrade shop, let's first take a look at what engines are available. I don't want to do this. It's a 7.2 V8, which... okay, the 7.2 V8 is 1,000 horsepower straight away without anything on it. And it's slightly lighter. We won't do that, though. I'll keep the standard engine, I think. I'm very tempted to all-wheel drive swap it. I don't think we will, though. I'll leave those bits alone. Right, Aero. Forza. Oh, that's kind of cool. Well, at least we've got an option that isn't the Forza Aero, but I don't think I want it. What have we got here? Whoa. Okay, that's cool, actually. That we actually have an option for that. I'm going to put that on just because it's there. Not quite decided if I like it or not. Right, tyres. We're already on... no, we're on street tyres. Okay. Let's put... I think tyre rating kind of works on this car. I'm going to go with that. We'll make them nice and wide and bring the track width out to hopefully make the handling slightly better. I'll do these bits, because I already do these bits, always do these bits. I'm not upgrading it to anything specifically, I just want to see what it's like, kind of fully upgraded. Race suspension, that should help as well. We do all these bits. I probably won't do a roll cage because it always just looks stupid. Actually, you know what? It's a modified car. We'll go with it. We'll get some weight out of here as well because it's probably still quite heavy. Then we will fully max out the engine. I've already done a couple of bits to bring it up to the 1,000. But we'll go with everything. And see what it's sitting at. I would have thought this engine would get slightly higher power than the upgraded one, but maybe not. I'm not really familiar with how much power the 7.4, with how much that gets. Actually, hang on. What are we at now? We're at 1,290. So I'm not sure if you would get more out of the 7.2. I mean, theoretically you should, because it's a bigger engine, but... You know what, I'm going to try it, because if you do that, you can also twin turbo it. 689. Okay, the supercharger adds the same amount, so we'll go with that. I'm kind of interested. Wait, is that 1,876 horsepower? Okay. So we've got nearly 2,000 horsepower car. I'm sure Forza's not done that before. Okay. Actually, just out of interest, I know I'm messing about a bit here. What happens if we twin turbo it? 1876. What was it before? 1876 with the turbos, or 1876 with the supercharger. Okay, we'll go with the supercharger then. But it is more powerful with this engine in. The other one was at, like, it wasn't much over 1,200. So we've got 1,876 horsepower. I'm not sure, correct me if I'm wrong, but I think that's the most power we've seen in a car in this game. I could be wrong, but I don't remember seeing anything get up that high before. This will be interesting to drive. I will quickly see what wonderful creations the community has made. And then, yeah, then we'll head out in our Shelby 1,900 nearly. Oh, the Cobra Jet livery is cool. I like that. I mean, it's not a Cobra Jet, so I probably won't do that. I don't think you can remove the 1,000 lettering. I think that's there, whatever you do. Do we go with like a... I kind of liked the white before, so I think we'll try the white with blue stripes. And yeah, let's see what our ridiculously powerful car is like. I think we should probably take it to the motorway, because I don't think it's going to be drivable anywhere else. And I will possibly come back and all-wheel drive swap it in a minute. So, 1,800 whatever it was. Hang on, let me just remind myself what we've got here. 1,876 horsepower, so nearly 1,900 horsepower Mustang. Oh god, it's... yes. I wonder if anybody's done any top speed tunes for this. Right, it's completely undrivable. I'm going to fast travel to the bottom of the motorway and see how fast we can get this thing. It's away. It's a little bit scary to drive, even when we're going in what is effectively a straight line. Oh my god, it's fast. I cannot drive this. I think we need an all-wheel drive conversion, because it's just... it's just a complete death trap at the moment. Let's try and be careful on the throttle. Let's see what it can do. Come on. Yeah, as soon as there's a slight corner is the problem. I just... I'll give that one more go, and then we might all-wheel drive swap it if it's not any better. Okay, let's try that again. But not go full throttle. I'm giving it about 75% throttle. I'm really not pushing it. And it's still... right. Let's fit some all-wheel drive and try that again. Okay, so we're back with an all-wheel drive conversion, but it's reduced the top speed a bit. It's a little bit heavier, but it's put it to 957 class. It's still not X class. I mean, it's a Mustang. It's not a hypercar, so I guess that kind of makes sense. But I think without the all-wheel drive swap, if you could get the rear-wheel drive up to speed, it would probably be capable of nearly 300. Let's see what we get to. With the all-wheel drive car, it still accelerates incredibly fast. Okay, so gearing makes it only reach 239. So if I go into tuning quickly, gearing, if we put it a bit more towards... let's see what that does. 250, 60, 70. So that's 271. I'm going to tune it back a little bit and then try that again. Right, one last try. I'm convinced if it was rear-wheel drive and I could drive it, it would get 300. was close. Yeah, I think 271 is as fast as it's getting. 272 I saw there. So 272 you can get it to when it's all-wheel drive swap, which is ridiculous. If I was capable of driving it rear-wheel drive, because the top speed did drop quite substantially in the stats, I'm convinced that this will get to 300 with a capable driver in rear-wheel drive form. But still, nearly 2,900 horsepower, nearly 300 mile per hour Mustang. This thing is crazy. Wasn't really sure what I was going to think of this car actually, but yeah, it's quite mad, so I do really like it. So yeah, I really wish I had driven this back in the Horizon 1 days, but never had that car pack unfortunately, and now can't get hold of it because DLCs aren't purchasable anymore. But yeah, crazy car, really recommend going and getting it. You only have to do one championship, the Shelby coming around the mountain one, and you'll unlock this absolutely crazy car. But yeah, that probably is going to do it for a first look at the Shelby 1000. I will be back, assuming there's a car same time next week. We don't quite know. We haven't had the cars confirmed or when they're being released for the next season yet, so if there are any new cars, I will be sure to test them out, as usual on the Thursdays that they release, depending on which week they come out. But yeah, that probably is going to do it for a first look at this crazy Shelby 1000. So thank you very much for watching, and I will be back with the next video very soon.